Hello, it is Sherry Truhlar with RedAppleAuctions.com, and I'm getting ready to go to the post office. It's a beautiful Saturday morning. I have a ton of different errands to run, and one of them is going to the post office. But before I sealed this envelope, I thought I should do a video because this is a wonderful way for you to get donations. It's right in your own backyard, and I'm willing to bet you haven't even thought of it. So, I was recently down in Kentucky, in Louisville. I was running a workshop down there. I was staying in a hotel, and in the hotel, as many hotels do, up at the front area there is a cabinet, and in that cabinet is a plethora of different pamphlets, booklets, maps. It's like a mini AAA up there. So I like to go up there, and I pulled all of these different pamphlets. Now, could my client go into the hotel themselves and do this? Yes, they could. In fact, that's what you'll be doing. But I took it upon myself to do this for them because this particular client has a very large silent auction. So finding items is always something that they're looking to do. So what I wanted to show you is what I pulled for them and kind of show you the three types of pamphlets that I want you to target when you go up to the front that are going to be the easiest for you for helping you with your procurement. And specifically silent auction, but sometimes you might get a live auction item out of this. So the first thing is the maps. Now, in this case, I pulled a couple of different maps for them, but here we have a basic Kentucky map. When you open up the map, you're going to see a map, but beyond that, here's the map. I want you to pay attention to what's along the side here, because what's along the side here are adventure parks and vineyards and go-kart facilities. These are companies that are advertising. They want to get people to come to their facility. They're comfortable with the idea of reaching out. They are a great target for you. You can either ask for the deal that they're promoting, or you could ask for something else. So in this case, we have a underground zip line. We have a historic tram. We have a bourbon tour. We have a bed and breakfast. We have, I don't even know what that one is. A river cave, a cave. So all of these are things to consider. Again, you're spending time looking around the outside of the map. Now, I'm noticing on the back side of this particular pamphlet, this is very convenient. They have taken a bunch of different bed and breakfasts and hotels. They have organized them by region of the state and put them in a convenient little list for you. So once you get 2 or 3 or 4 activities donated from a specific area, you might then want to reach out to one of these bed and breakfasts or hotels and say, we already have some generous businesses in your area that have made a donation to our cause. Would you be so kind as to round out the package whereby we can highlight your bed and breakfast with a 1 or 2 night stay, whatever you're asking for, and package it with these others to get a great, sterling weekend adventure package for moms and dads and adventure kids, whatever. So that's the first thing. Second thing that you're going to find in the cabinet at the hotel are, I don't know specifically what I mean, they're like these quarterly, it's like a brochure, a pamphlet maybe. They're longer, they're thicker, they've got more stuff in them, and they usually come out 3 or 4 times a year. But what I like about these, this is where to go in Kentucky. The other one is where to go in Louisville, what's happening in Louisville. They oftentimes have in them, yes, they do, things to do, and it's month by month by month. So what you can do is go there, see what's going on in different parts of the state. So it's a St. Patty's Day parade and festival going on in one location. We've got a Valentine's Day thing going on over here. We've got a car show. If you want and you think that that activity would appeal to your group, you can try to build a weekend around that in that particular city. So this kind of conveniently pulls it together. Of course, they also have lots of advertisers in here as well, so you can target them too. So those are nice booklets for that purpose as well. The The third type, what was the third type here? Here it is. Okay. The third type is when you're going to see an individual pamphlet and it's geared towards advertising a specific company. So for instance, we have a distillery here that has advertised and talks about what they're offering. And we've got a vineyard over here that's advertising. We've got a car museum that is advertising. So those are useful to pick up. You may already see them in some of your pamphlets and maps. There is some duplication very oftentimes, but sometimes not. So just go into the hotel, do some collecting, go back home and start to put together some ideas of where you want to ask. So those three things. Number one is the maps. Pull up the maps and look around the outside edge. Number two are the more quarterly pamphlets that come out. Those are specifically good for looking at the calendars to see what's going on in different parts of your state and building an activity around it. And then the third one are the individual pamphlets that are going to showcase a specific company. All great places to go. Now, if you like that, by the way, I also have a complimentary resource on my website that a lot of people look forward to every year downloading. It is the top 100 items that I sold for big money in my auctions that I worked the previous year. Completely free to you just by putting in your email. It's auto-emailed out to you as a PDF. And people like it because even if something, they're like, we can adapt that to work in our city, it gives them fresh ideas. In other cases, they're like, oh, I know somebody who could donate that. And so they're able to pull together a package in their auction, and they already know that it sells well elsewhere, and not just in like one location, but nationally. So you can go over to redappleauctions.com. In the upper right-hand side of the website, you'll see where to put in your information and have that instantly emailed out to you. So I'm going to run off to the post office now. Hopefully that gave you some ideas. I'm Sherry with redappleauctions.com. Look forward to seeing you over on that site. And as always, good luck to you in your benefit auction.